And that's not a diss to us.
Whoa, geez.
That is just a compliment to that video.
Did we put anything up this week that was not as good
our
as
panel?
the
Our
skeleton?
PAX panel,
with a fucking intruder. Our intruder.
Yeah,
panel.
we were intercepted and invaded by someone who we did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
That was
Talking about
insane.
possession, our panel got possessed.
Yeah.
And when it happened, I went, "What the mother fuck was that?"
I said, "What in the blue fuck was that?" I said, "What in the blue
You did
fuck?"
say that.
Patty! Was I fucking lying? Sorry, watch the video.
How did you guys? I mean, he's not even. I'm 6'2". How did
Yeah, he. Tall
I don't know
stature.
how he did it. He must have been wearing moon
fooled
shoes.
you? He fooled you guys.
He fooled me. I got fooled.
Must have been wearing those
Fruit
sneakers, moon shoes, whatever.
Snuck right in.
But anyway, yeah. So he snuck right in. We got the anyway. Watch our panel. It's on YouTube now.
One of the best
the
panels
Mega64
ever.
PAX panel 2013, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, and there were good questions. Do you guys at home? This doesn't apply to anybody watching this. This is for all of us. If you're watching the show, here's something for you to look out for and get a kick out of. Every time we post a panel like that, there is some guy who always has to put in the comments, "Wow, another batch of kids with autism trying to ask questions that aren't relevant." Like, somebody has to call out.
Wow.
And this one has like the best lineup of like everyone is really good with their questions, and like it's great. It's a great lineup. There are some panels we do that definitely you get like, "Oh man, these are the questions," but that was not one of them. But you'll always get someone that's like, "Oh, these goblins again."
Well, yeah, they don't watch it. They just write that.
What does
Yeah,
that?
no, exactly.
What does that commenter look like though at that time?
A model.
Brad Pitt.
It is
Just
Brad
like
Pitt.
lounging in her underwear on a
It's
laptop.
Did
like-
you see Brad Pitt in Troy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shirtless.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And he calls them autistic fucks then. And
Yeah.
just types that right in there.
More kids, autistic kids. And then you look at their YouTube account and it's like Shining Force 2 videos they dubbed over.
They didn't upload.
It's like,
Sonic
who are
gameplay.
you?
That was fucking specific.
Yeah,
We looked it up.
yeah, it was.
He knows.
Anyway, it's just a bummer. It's just people like trying to like trample it. It's like,
Yeah.
I know, I mean, that's nothing new, but I'm telling everybody watching this, someone has to do that every time. So keep an eye out. And, let them know your 2 cents. But I always look forward to that. Every time we put up a panel, I'm like, who's going to say that these are all, downy clown ass fucks?
I would never say it.
No?
No.
No.
What was the question? I stopped paying attention.
If
Downey-
the people
Son
that
of a
attended our
Pitt.
panels were downy clown ass fucks.
Oh, not all of them.
No, just a few. But
You are what you are. I don't care.
there's always a bad bunch in the barrel.
Nothing wrong with being who you are.
Isn't that what
I'm
Apple
trying to
farmers
think of.
say?
I'm trying to think of what is the worst Q&A we ever had. Like what convention? You know what? Honestly, I think the one year we did Anime Expo and our panel went an extra hour
Oh,
or
that was
something.
brutal. I had to get off the stage.
Because we were like,
Yeah.
oh well, more time. We like to have a generous amount of time for Q&A, but there is too much of a good thing.
Because there was
that
nothing
definitely
programmed
exists.
afterwards, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they told us like, hey, you've got forever.
Just go.
So just go. Which I mean immediately is like, oh cool, we don't have to tell people to go sit down, and we can answer. But again, too much of a good thing starts to set in, and yeah, we had people. It just became.
It was, hey everyone, you just lost the game. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. It's like, fuck it, get me off this fucking stage.
Every person that came up tried to outdo the previous person's joke, and it just turned into like. And yeah, I remember on stage. The crowd was like getting out of hand, and I remember Sean whispering to me, like in the middle of our panel, it got to the point where Sean could talk to me on stage, and no one was noticing. And Sean was just like, "Should we just go? Should we just leave?" Like, and I remember thinking like, "Let's stick this out a little bit longer." And it was not worth it.
I was right.
You couldn't bring
For
it
the
back
first time.
around.
Hey, you know what I was thinking of for one of the best panels we ever did, and I don't think we talk about enough, was one of the ones at EXPCon where we switched rooms with Troy Baker.
That was great.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the best panels
Yeah.
we ever. I thought that was a great panel, just us hanging out and talking. But that switch was so
Taking his audience.
awesome.
Because
And
our
him
audience
taking
was
ours.
stoked,
Yeah.
and his audience was not.
Their audience was pissed.
Yeah. I
Those
forgot
girls
about
were
that.
mad.
We were not in Full Metal Alchemist. Sorry, girls.
But I was gonna say like. I'm not saying every Anime Expo is bad like that, but that year was really, really bad. And we learned to have more control over. That was a panel where we were very like, do whatever, yeah, whatever. We don't really have much to show. We only had like one video to show or something. And it was like, yeah, whatever. And we learned that day, you got to bring a plan.
Yeah.
Or else it just turns into like people yelling and things like that. I was talking to that guy, Ego Raptor.
Yeah.
And he had, I think that happened to him, where it was just him and he didn't come with anything prepared and did his Anime Expo panel, and he was just like, it was like traumatizing. He was just like, it was just people up and doing stuff and yelling, and it was like, yeah, we learned.
Like when teacher leaves the room to get supplies from the front office.
Or a sub that no one respects.
Yeah, and the kids just get unruly.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, they're fans of Ego Raptor. They see him and they think, well, he's crazy. I'm going to be crazy. And if there's no rules set in place, they act that way, whatever. But anyway, so it was just funny hearing that experience, because it was like, well, yeah, that happened to us, and we immediately, the next year we came, it was, we're doing this and this and this and this and this. Goodbye. All right, and that was it, So anyway.
I think my favorite QA that we ever did was after the Blacks presentation.
Yeah, I saw that footage like 2 days ago, yeah.
We just told all of the people asking questions about Mega64 that we were done making Mega64, to which several cried.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I have footage of all
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, we should check that out.